Here's a little bit better walk around of the car. Just got it out of the car wash. Get you a little close up of the bodywork here. Just, you know, it does have little stone chips in the front of it, just like any kind of a car like this would have, you know. You can see the front bumper cover has been trimmed. Any car with a front mount intercooler is going to have that. It does have a lightweight aluminum intercooler mount in here. It does not have the factory crash beam, which I don't know of any front mounts that retain the factory crash beam. So anything that you have with the front mount is going to have that taken out. Fog lights still work. The headlight over here has a little bit of a loose wire on it, so on a couple times it has gone off on me, and I thought the bulb was out, but then I moved the wire in the back of the headlight and the light came right back on, so just a little bit of a loose connection there. It's working right now. Car has Brembos, as you can see. Let's see, wheels. Just little, you know, the car does have little stone chips with no major body damage. Like I said, never been crashed before. You can see the fitment on the wheels. They're about as flush as they can get on a Subaru right here. So pretty clean all the way around. You know, and I think the body works pretty good for a car of the age. I get a lot of compliments on the car. So yeah, and you can see the hood scoop delete there. That's kind of a fun thing. So, all right, that's the car. I'll start it up and let it idle for a minute here. So we've done the cold start. This will be a hot idle here. Starts right up. That's the shift light going to work right there. You can see some steam coming out the front of the car. I just got it out of the car wash and the engine was hot, so there's a lot of steam coming out. See, all the gauges work here again. Good vacuum. More than 20 inches of mercury in vacuum. Oil pressure is 60 right now. Usually hot, that's going to be around 40 on this car, which is great oil pressure. It'll come up to over 80 at part throttle. Center differential controller here. It has a DC/CD Pro automatic center differential controller. This changes how aggressive the center differential is going to be. It's not a manual controller, so you're not setting full lock or full open. You're setting how aggressive the automatic controller is going to be. So up here is going to be more rear bias. Back here will be closer to full lock. Switch is a dummy switch. There's the factory DC/CD control is not working because I'm using an aftermarket controller. So this is not going to work on any 6-speed swap WRX that I'm aware of because you have to use an aftermarket controller. These switches are to give you authorization to reflash the ECU with open source. Normally you have to connect 2 plugs into the dash, which you have to crawl up into the dash to do. It's a big pain in the butt. This way, if you're tuning, you can log the car, pull to the side of the road, flip these switches over to the side here, reflash the car, flip them back over, and then take the car out and drive it for another log, rather than finding a parking spot somewhere, crawling out of the car, climbing up into the dash, plugging the plugs in, flashing the car, unplugging the plugs, then going out and driving again. It's much faster if you're going to do any tuning in the car, so I really like these. AMS actually saw that I put these in the car when I had it there on the dyno, and Chris Black really liked them. He was telling me that he was thinking about doing that in some cars in the future, so it's kind of cool. Fire extinguisher down here. This is fully charged. It's a functional fire extinguisher. I put it in the car when I was considering doing some racing with it. I never got out to the time attack that I installed it for, but it's kind of a nice thing to have in the car. Stereo still works right here. I have the antenna down, so you know it's not working right now, but it's fully functional. CD player works. All the speakers work. No major damage anywhere in the interior that I can think of. Does have the mats in. The carpets are a little worn, but I mean, for a car of this age, I don't think that they're very bad at all. I think they look pretty good. They're probably at least as good, if not better, than my wife's 04 WRX, so pretty good. Seats are in nice shape, no rips or tears in them. Back seats there, all the seat belts are in still. Harness bar you can see is a Sparco. Car has hardened shifter bushings from Perrin. I don't have a short throw in here because I think the factory throws aren't bad, so I just didn't put one in. And you can see there's, you know, to get in reverse there. So, do a little walk around of the car now. The idling, again, steam coming out of the front of the car. You can see all the water dripping off here. That's just steam because I just got it at the car wash. It's pretty quiet actually at idle. Again, it does have the Borla hush, but it's going to be quieter than comparable cars with a louder 3-inch exhaust. But you know, it doesn't sound like a stock car. It has a really great rumble to it. I've got a lot of compliments from V8 guys that think it sounds really great for a 4-cylinder, so that's kind of cool. The exhaust is a little louder right now than it had been in the past. I think that one of the exhaust gaskets may have a little bit of a leak in it. And so I am including brand new header to uppipe gasket, turbo to downpipe gasket, and downpipe to catback gasket with it. It's not causing any problems for me right now. I just wanted to